What do Big Macs, lamb chops, and grapes all have in common? Well, it sounds like the start of a bad joke, but for Mindy Mayer, this is no joke. As a matter of fact, it defines a life full of ups and downs. Don Nelson has more in this week's edition of My Idaho.
This vineyard is about 45 years old.
This is a story of tragedy.
That's the little grapes coming up.
And triumph.
Everything was going perfect.
Mindy Mayer's life was going in the right direction. She was one of the most successful McDonald's franchise owners in the Northwest.
I got an opportunity to go to Portland and become the first woman franchisee in Oregon.
But life was about to deal her a major loss. On a family trip to Alaska, they took a tour on a float plane. On board, Mindy, her husband, son and daughter-in-law, and their 2 kids. A storm came up and...
About 10 minutes into the flight, the plane crashed. My son's last words was, Mom, look what I did to my family. Because he knew right then what had happened. So I lost 5 members of my family.
While recovering from her injuries, Mindy knew she had to go on with life.
I thought, you know what? I'm just darn lucky to be alive, and I better appreciate it and figure out a new way to make new memories.
Then one day, Mindy was watching a television program
Goodbye.
on sheep herding trials and thought, that looks like fun. I'd like to do that. And to do that, you need a border collie.
Those 2 are the great-grandparents.
Enter Shep.
I said, I just need a new best friend.
So Mindy buys a farm near Wilder, Idaho, and contemplates her next move.
My friend said, I think I said, I want to get some exotic sheep for my Idaho farm, because now there's nothing on the farm. And so he says, well, I think you should raise these sheep called Kerry Hills.
So Mindy, how do you go from sheep to grapes?
Well, you have these friends that say, you've got to get into the wine industry in Idaho. There's California, there's Oregon, there's Washington, and now it's Idaho's turn.
Kerry Hill Winery's turn. Mindy may be playing catch-up, but boy, is she a fast learner.
Filtration, this drip system, I cleaned up this whole thing. I'm just trying to do everything to make it just a pristine vineyard.
And proof that a lot of hard work pays off for this newly owned passion.
In March 20, when the COVID was really hitting, I had not been open very long, and I was awarded, which I was told in the fall, and they had a big article on me, that I was winery to watch for 2020. But when did it come out? Who would have read it?
As Mindy has proven time and time again, you put one foot in front of the other and you keep marching forward.
Hi.
With a touch of her love for sheep herding, of course. She even has an authentic sheep herder's wagon to remind her and her guests about her journey. A journey Mindy might share with you if you ever find yourself at Kerry Hill Winery, sharing your story with her. Don Nelson, Idaho News 6.